Hi everyone, long time no see. Today is March 6, 2023, and I read Psalm chapters 85 to 90. Today was actually my fourth time reading these 5 chapters, and all the previous times that I've read it, I never really had the will to share it out loud, but today I finally have the urge to do so. So I just want to read out all the verses that stood out to me, and then go ahead and explain why they stood out to me. Starting off at chapter 86, it says, "But you, O Lord, are a God merciful and gracious, slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love and faithfulness. Turn to me and be gracious to me. Give your strength to your servant and save the son of your maidservant. O Lord God, my salvation, I cry out day and night before you. Let my prayer come before you. Incline your ear to my cry. For my soul is full of troubles and my life draws near to Sheol. I am counted among those who go down to the pit. I am a man who has no strength." So the reason this just resonates so close to me is because it basically describes my entire situation of life right now. It just perfectly outlines my circumstances and the things that I'm going through. I've shared this one time in the past, I think, but I've had this, our whole family had this one special prayer request that we've been earnestly just yearning after ever since December 31st. And it wasn't just plain emotions that I had, but I've literally had times where I was raising my hand in my room in prayer, in tears, just willing or asking that this would be God's will. But we finally got our answer last month, a couple weeks ago, and it wasn't the answer that we were really hoping for. And right when that answer came, my current situations in life just became that much harder for me. This is a bit personal, but as you know, I am currently a captain in our color guard team, and I've had great moments. It was really fun, but the people in the team hasn't been the best influence on me, nor are they the most biblical people. That's a nice way to put it, but they are, just telling the straight up facts, the opposite of my faith, opposite of the standards that I have, which is the Bible. And I've been involved in that crowd, and I'm even in a leadership position in that crowd, and I've just been praying about it ever since I started. And I said, Lord, let me be the light in this dark group. But now I'm really slowly starting to feel like I'm going down with them. My faith hasn't shaken. I've never had doubts or anything, but it is so tiring to hear them just hate on God and be the only Christian in that group. And so the reason I was praying about this one prayer request so dearly is because it was logistically an opportunity for me to get out of this location and move to somewhere else. And so I was really putting my whole heart on this, really praying to God, please deliver me from this place, but God didn't. Another personal hardship that I'm going through right now is my friends. And a verse from chapter 88 also shows this. It says, "You have caused my companions to shun me. You have made me a horror to them. I am shut in so that I cannot escape. My eye grows dim through sorrow. Every day I call upon you, O Lord. I spread out my hands to you. O Lord, why do you cast my soul away? Why do you hide your face from me?" I personally don't know what happened, and it's not even just because I don't understand other people's perspectives. It's just plain truth. It's just the facts, the logistics laid out in front of me. I didn't do anything, but I don't know why, but with time, I've seen people's true characters. I've maintained some distance from them because I don't want to truly open up to people who will use that information in the wrong way. And so I've always had that distance with everyone, but I don't know why, but this close friendship, the friendships that I've had, this close group that I've had, just slowly began to shut me out and shun me, just like this verse says. And I couldn't just understand it. I couldn't understand why this was happening to me, especially because personally I did not do anything wrong for this to happen. And so I've been coming before God in prayer constantly, every single night, every single day, every single moment something happens. I've been asking him, why, God? Why have you cast me away? What is your purpose right now? And it's been a really hard couple of months. But this last verse that I want to share out with you guys just kind of gave me that final encouragement and told me that I need to keep going, because it says, "You rule the raging sea, when its waves rise, you still them." This verse kind of put everything into perspective, because it lets me know that the God who created this universe, the God who created me and those around me, is with me. He is controlling everything right now, even things that I don't understand. It is a part of his journey that he's written for me, and I'm simply walking through it. So I really hope that today's journey can be encouraging to everyone out there right now. No matter what you're going through, no matter how rough the seas of life seem right now, this is all a part of God's plan. God's plans are always so much greater than what we can ever imagine. And by going through this, we're going to see his great will be done in our lives. And ultimately, our destination is already decided for us. We're going to go to heaven. Those with faith are going to be with him and have everlasting life. And that's what we need to focus on. And when we have that goal, when we have that view on life, everything that's going on around us, all the tribulations, all the difficult circumstances, the obstacles, they suddenly seem so much more manageable. And although my Bible journey has been very inactive, I think those everyday just trials that God is putting me through has pushed me so much closer to God, and it has elevated my prayer life more than ever. And now I'm just slowly hoping to get back to God, get back to Bible reading, and grow closer to his word. Thank you all so much for joining today's journey. I really hope it's just a small goal of mine that I can just read the word and share it with you guys, at least just for this week, just 5 days in a row. So I hope that you guys can keep me in your prayers. Again, I thank you all so much for joining, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow with the next 5 chapters of Psalm. Bye!